It's day 11 in the heart of the Amazon jungle here in Suriname, and what a journey it's been so far. In just over a week, we've located and officially mapped the previously uncharted source of the Kopanam River, summited Juliana Top, Suriname's highest peak, which fewer people have been to space than stood at its summit, and now we're kayaking from the very source of one of the most remote rivers left on Earth, all the way to the Atlantic Ocean. Over the past 2 days, we made our way back to the exact helicopter drop-off point from day one, took a well-earned rest, recharged our gear, and now we explore once again. The river is alive with wildlife. It's raw, it's remote, and it's only getting more beautiful from here. The real question is, what secrets does this Amazonian river still hold? We've set off this morning. Dick straight away has capsized on one of the rapids. Not a great start. It looks very strong there. But we had a good rest day yesterday. We just sort of switched off. We charged everything. My feet were in absolute agony. They're definitely feeling much better today, which is great. And we were staying at where we were dropped off by the helicopter. So that was really good to actually be there for 1 full day, 2 nights, knowing that the past 11 days have been pretty brutal, but we did it. And now for the first time in almost 2 weeks, we now start making progress in terms of heading downstream towards the sea. You know, we've now probably got a good 4 days to the next junction, in which we turn up towards Table Mountain, which is the second highest mountain. We'll then be summiting that mountain and then rejoining back on the kayaks and pushing on towards the sea. Can't believe it's been almost 2 weeks already, to be honest, but there's been a lot that's happened and so many stories and experiences already. We climbed back onto our loaded kayaks, continuing our descent downstream. The goal was to cover serious distance, but almost immediately we were struck by the sheer beauty of this undisturbed part of the world. This stretch was breathtakingly serene, untouched and unspoiled.
Okay, the boys have gone up to the top to get their kayaks. They're going to attempt to go off this. It was discovered by Robert Boss, called Boss Falls. It's set at the biggest rapids we've encountered so far, so it's going to be quite a challenge for them. I think Matt's going first. Who knows how it's going to work out for him though. Maybe he'll end up upside down right there. That was awesome!
After Matt showed us how it was done, I was fired up and ready to go. It was my turn to see if I had what it takes to navigate these steep rapids of Boss Falls.
Woo! That was so cool! I tell you what, I like down so much more than up. Your belly goes a little bit as well as you come over the edge, but that is so much quicker than taking all of the kit off, going all the way around. Good fun, I like it.
Pumped full of adrenaline and buzzing, I made it through unscathed. Now it was Dick's turn to take on the falls.
Oh no. How was that for you?
Like once a day, it's fine. But 2 times in like an hour and a half, it's a little much. I know it's still 8:30, but I'm actually cold. I could use some sunlight right now.
Here we go.
Round
Jacob
4.
is up next.
It can't go much more than Dick's, right?
No, it can't. It can't.
Surely not.
So we managed it. That was actually really good fun as well. And it's still quite rapidy here. We're gonna make our way further down, ditch the kayaks temporarily and scout ahead because we think we can hear something. It could be another fall, so we're gonna check it before we commit to it. So we are just coming across another 2. I guess this is still part of it, but these 2 almost look bigger.
I don't think we should run this one in our kayaks.
No?
I think the only way to do it would be here. But we're all gonna get slammed into this rock and then the kayak's gonna go on the side into the further water. So I think maybe we should just guide the kayaks down here.
Yeah?
Get them into this pool and then we tackle the next section.
Okay. third rapid of the day, but this one is again really messy. You can see it behind. There's just too many points where the boats can tip and the kit will come out. And if the kit comes out, it's rapid after rapid, so it'll just keep flowing and flowing. So we're gonna have to portage the kayaks.
With the remaining rapids looking too risky to tackle, we decided to carry our kayaks and gear around them, carefully hauling everything through the jungle one by one. This wasn't just to save the kayaks from bursting on the potentially sharp rocks, but also to prevent losing any gear downstream where it could be gone for good. Once we were back on the Kopanam River, it quickly became clear the rapids weren't done challenging us just yet.
So I am about to attempt to go down those falls. Let's see how we get on. They're big and you can steer these in 0 direction. So there's a couple of guys there ready to spot. We need to spot each other down. Wow, a massive tree just fell. Yeah, that was loud.
With Dick already safely at the bottom, and after I made it down the next set of falls in one piece, it was my turn to guide the rest of the team through. Every move had to be carefully planned to ensure all our gear, and most importantly all of us, stayed safe.
Oi, 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 oi. Yeah, boy.
With the entire team safely through Boss Falls, the river once again settled into a peaceful rhythm. Around us, the breathtaking sounds of wildlife filled every corner of the jungle. So you can see, right behind me is a capybara. We've been observing him now for a good 4 or 5 minutes. He's just froze there on the bank. He's the largest rodent in the world, and he's right here.
So we've just seen our very first stingray. So we are in stingray territory, which means we've got to be super careful getting in and out of the boat.
It is honestly the most beautiful river I've ever seen. It's like here, the world has stood still. It hasn't moved on since thousands of years ago. And it feels like I'm one of those lucky few who have and will ever see this. We are truly in the middle of the jungle on one of the world's most remote rivers in the greenest country on the planet. And right now it's kind of like I have to be respectful and keep quiet as I pass through. Breathtaking. So we've just been kicked out of camp by some giant river otters, the largest otters in the world. They were getting really close. It's the closest the lads have ever seen them. And they were getting quite aggressive, and we kind of then clicked and realised, oh, maybe their den is here. And then when we heard the young calling, we were like, yes, it's definitely here. So we've moved on. Give them their space, and the sun is starting to set, so we'll hopefully find something soon. We found a sandbank for this evening. There's just no trees that we can hang the hammocks from, so we're going to take the inflatable underlying of the kayak and we're going to use that to sleep on, just with a sleeping bag. It's been a very good day, and we were kayaking for 13 hours, so we've covered some good distance, which is what I love most. It's just for the night, but yeah, I look forward to it. Getting my head down, sleeping, dry myself off a bit, and then tomorrow is another day.